Welcome back to this video series for the PET or B1 exam. This time we're going to talk about the listening test. So the listening test has 4 parts. The first part consists of 3 pictures, okay? So 7 questions, each with 3 pictures, showing perhaps one item in different situations, in different places, or 3 different situations talking about the same person. So the idea here is that you listen to what they're saying, and then if it's the item, the first example I was giving you, then you listen to where the item could be. For example, you can have a question like, where is the girl's hat? So you can have 3 pictures. The first one could have the hat hanging on a wall. The second one could be the hat inside a school bag. And then the third one could be the hat on a bus, okay? So then the audio is going to talk about where it could possibly be. Maybe she lost the hat, okay? And what they usually do is that they will mention all 3 options. So you must make sure that you are listening carefully to keywords that will tell you the right answer, because sometimes they will mention every single answer and you're so confused not knowing what option it is. So listen carefully. So my tip is, the first time you listen for the right answer. So try to check what the right answer is. Now, the second time this audio is played, because every audio will be played 2 times, okay, so the second time it is played, listen for why the other options are incorrect. In this way, you're gonna know if you have the right answer or not, okay? So the first part could be a little tricky because they will mention every single option, but just make sure you listen to those keywords that will tell you what option it is, okay? All right, now moving on to part 2. Part 2 consists of usually an interview and some multiple choice questions, okay? So you will have about 6 questions about an interview with someone, and for each question you have 3 options. So you must, again, just listen carefully. Like I said before, the first time, listen for the correct answer. Second time, listen to why the other answers are incorrect, okay? Just to check your answer. And that's it for this side, for this part of the exam. That's all I can tell you. Just listen carefully, choose the 3 answers, and read the 3 options carefully, okay? They will give you some time, a few seconds, or sometimes a minute, to read over the questions, okay? Now, part 3, let's move on to part 3. Part 3 is just a fill in the blank. You have 6 blanks. It's usually about maybe a new club at school. It could be about a car rental, about a program. Anyway, it's usually listing information like price, maybe requirements, things like this. And you just have to listen for 1 or 2 words you're gonna have to write. For this, you just need to know a lot of vocabulary, you need to know a lot of proper spelling, because here everything counts. You must spell the words properly or you're not gonna get any points. Even if you have the right word, that it could be somewhat understandable, but you don't have a double M where you need to, or a double P, that will cost you. Okay, so make sure you know how to spell correctly for this part. Also, people tend to listen for the exact sentence they see on the paper. But in the audio, they're not going to say the exact thing you see on your paper. They're going to talk about it normally, and you have to interpret what they're saying, right? So if on the paper it says, the cost of the program is blank, in the audio they could use different words, like the program is worth blah, blah, blah. So they could use different words, okay, to mean the same thing. So just make sure you're not listening for the same exact words, because that will not happen, okay? Okay, and finally, part 4. This one is simply a true or false exercise. And this is a conversation, usually between 2 people. It's just talking maybe about different opinions, a different topic, something. Okay, and you have 6 questions. Again, you just need to choose, are they true? Are they false? And just listen carefully. And again, like I always told you, first time, listen for the right answer. Second time, listen for why the other options are incorrect. And that's it. That's all I can tell you. Practice a lot, do a lot of listening practice tests, and good luck.